Hey guys, my name is Eric and I'm getting ready to build a farmhouse table out of these beams here. And I thought I'd show you what I was doing. There's a lot of people on YouTube who do some nice videos about building stuff, and I thought I'd contribute a little bit too. But these beams here, my brother-in-law and I, Mike, shout out to Mike, had taken down from a couple of barns years ago. We dismantled several barns, and so I'm going to use these beams here and make a farmhouse table, distress table, but a really distressed table. Gonna have some fun, put some old pegs in them and things like that, and I'll show you a little bit more how the wood looks right now and where we're going. Okay guys, we're looking at the beams that we're going to use for making this farmhouse table. I got a few of them labeled already with some blue tape, just kind of identifying what I want to use for tabletop and for legs. Legs are going to be made out of 6x6s. So they're going to be pretty hardy stock, and then I'm going to use about a 2-inch top, put a stretcher between them. The table is going to be a little over 7 foot long when we're done. I'm going to use some of these old knee braces here for some of the leg parts, and I'm going to use mortise and tenon joinery on some of the joints and throw some pegs in them. These are pegs that we reclaimed from barns that we took apart. You can see old hardwood pegs, and so it should be fun. I'm going to leave some of the old holes and nail holes and other things in the tabletop. Actually, some of this beam is going to become part of the tabletop. I'm going to fill this hole here. Eventually I'll put bar top epoxy over top of the tabletop, and so it'll cover up any imperfections and such not. But we'll have some fun with this project. I'll provide a set of plans that we drew up on SketchUp, and show you how we make it as we go along. I thought I'd show you quick the drawings that we drew up. These are a little rough yet, but these are the drawings of the farmhouse table, and this is the top view and the front view and the underside, and then the end view over here and the isometric. But that's a basic design that we're going to use. You can see that they're going to have 6x6 legs, a stretcher between 6x6 legs, and then on the ends see a stretcher between the legs, and so the mortise joinery and so forth. So now I'm going to take and I think I'm going to rough cut up the legs out of the beams that I've got over here, and get some of the leg structure, the base structure cut up, and begin getting those items cut and prepared. We're still deciding on what we want to do on the tabletop finish, whether we want to plane it and sand it or leave it gray in color. I'm letting my wife and daughter decide that. But the legs and down here, we'll plane these and we'll sand these fine finish. This will get bar top finish, epoxy bar top finish, and this will get polyurethane most likely on the bottom. So, all right, guys. Well, here is the first start of the cut up beams, rough cut of the base of the table. Got my legs cut. Got the short stretchers and the long stretcher. These short stretchers, I'm actually going to reuse a mortise hole that's in this one beam right here. Take this tenon out, and I'm going to try to reuse that, and then cut a mortise hole over here to this side. It's going to be up about 9 inches. That's off the ground. Is where this stretcher support will be. And then on this end are these two beams down here, these two legs. And the same thing down here. I'm going to reuse this mortise hole down here. And then I thought this was kind of nice. I'll leave this big old mortise hole over here. I'll put it to the outside so you can see that. I got the same thing on this leg over here too. This leg has got one of those. Use that just for decoration, for looks. It'll be kind of cool. So we got that cut. Now what I'm going to cut is I'm going to cut the apron around the top. The apron will go around the top underneath the tabletop. I'll get those beams cut up. And then, you know, I got to start planing this stuff. Like I said, this stuff is going to be finished nice, so I'll have to plane it, kind of square it up, true it up as best I can, sand it good, and then start cutting mortises and start putting legs together. And we'll go from there. So we'll be back with you after we get some more rough cut together and maybe start milling. Well, hello. My name is Eric again, and I've been working on getting these tenons and mortises together for this leg set. Over here I already have one set mortised here. And have the
depth comparison, or depth.
About that deep. And have one of the stretchers for it right here. That one fits in pretty snug, just like that. I lay out this tenon and the mortise in the accompanying leg. You see I got one tenon and mortise combination done on this leg, and now I want to put this other one on this side. I just want to make sure I'm aligned right. So the top going up there, so this will be my top here. So I'll put top there, because these are going to be custom fit, so just in case they're off a little bit. But I'm doing my my mortise up 9 inches from the bottom on these, and then it's 3.5 inches, so 12.5 on these. And then use my tri-square. So these are 5.5 wide. I'm going to come in 2 inches for the sides of the mortise on each side. Or 2 inches, excuse me, not 2.5. So the mortise ends up being 1.5 inches wide. And so I'll just mark this guy here, this guy here. I can draw my line there, line there. And then connect these two guys.
It's a game of connect the dots.
It's a game of connect the dots, yeah. There we go. That's mortise that. That's going to be 3 3/4 deep. This is 3.5 deep. Gives an extra 1/4 inch at the bottom just in case. Now what I do is I take this way, and since this is the top, it'll be going in like this. And I'm gonna actually line this up on here so you get the outside edges of my mortise and tenon exactly on. So it's about 15/16. You can't see that, can you?
No, here, I'll go from over here.
15/16. I line it up down here on this end too. 15/16. Yep. So then I'm going to draw a line over here. That doesn't quite look lined up.
No, it doesn't.
15/16.
You're at 13/16 over there.
1.5. Oh, this is 2 inches. I'm off here. What'd I do wrong? That's why you measure twice, cut once. 2 inches. Oh yeah, well that would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would help if I had the line in the right spot here. I was off by 1/2 inch. I'm sure all you guys in YouTube land saw that before I caught it myself. Now I got that mark that's going to be hard to sand out of there, but we'll deal with that. Alright, so we'll get this guy set back up. Just to keep it kind of square on the end here, 15/16. You know, probably some of you timber framers are going, you don't need to be that accurate. You're probably right. Since it's going to be a table, I guess I'm going to be a little fussy. So now what I'm going to do is just use this for support block here. And I'm just going to flip this leg right on over like this to this side.
You just tip it all the way over.
Yep. Now I get this lined up again. 16's about up there. That's all right. There we go. That'll be waist. This will be waist. I always like to do that so I don't screw it up. Now I take that guy and first of all I have my cut here so I can him all the way around. His lines meet up, so it's a good square block. That's good. Now I'll take a vise here. I'll do these ends across here.
And let me get over there. See what you're doing.
I'm connecting these lines together. Yep. There we go. Now I gotta go down.
Better shot.
Yeah. This guy, what I like to do on this to make sure it's right is just square it's a little better. That's 1 inch plus a 32nd. And this side is 1 inch plus 16th. That's why cabinet makers shouldn't be construction guys.
Are you saying you're a cabinet maker or a construction guy?
Cabinet maker. And that's how we lay that guy out. And I'll just show you that what I'm going to do next, not right now, but I'll be taking this over to the sliding table. And I'll use this to plunge these guys out here, save myself time from sawing. I don't have a tenon jig, but it'd be nice to have a tenon jig. I kind of use it on here, but so that'll be it. We'll cut that out. We'll get that last one. That's the last one. Then I got to plow the mortise out. Show you how I do that.